does look like China has far too large a lead to drop back at this point.
Yeah, right now it seems very much in China's favor, and China will take the first point with his final spinner. Spin to win, Canadian team! Get 20,000! No! So
A
close.
very, very clean win there by China.
Indeed.
Although in saying that, unfortunate Aza with 1 miss and Bingsus with 2, both with exceptionally high accuracies.
And
that
also,
could have definitely changed the match.
Yeah, also the top score of the match goes to Mirohan with 99% accuracy, getting 975,000 for his team. But sadly, his team was just not enough to back him up. Almost though, very close. I say those little misses were the ones that decided, and had it been any other map which tests other aspects, Canada may have come on top, perhaps.
Oh, and it looks like the Canadian pick has been done. How do you do Nightcore mix by Cascada, a hard rock pick? For those not too familiar with hard rock, it essentially tightens the timing window for the notes, reverses or flips the map upside down, and gives you smaller circles. So it makes the map a fair bit more difficult, especially on slower songs.
Right, but if you get used to AR10, higher AR readings, and you find yourself not the kind of player to have low accuracy, you may have more fun with hard rock than saying Nomad, and there are players on each team that are like that. For instance, Sokichi being a very good hard rock player, Springlane as well, Azer, who made his mark on hidden hard rock, and Mirohan being very consistent with his accuracy. They are the backbones, I'd say, for each team on this one. And Mirohan pointing out that only one person in China is actually in China because they are using VPN servers to try to connect to the server. It's not the fastest internet country, and it can be a pain in the arse to connect to OWC.
Looks like though everyone should be just about ready to go.
Yep, and Kyle and Corrales will come in to replace Kaifun and Bingsus. On the Chinese side, no change in the roster.
Looks like there's still a couple of decisions being made as to which players will be on each team.
And Masamoto Rise have decided to come in to replace Disan, which is interesting. Disan being a veteran Chinese player, he is known to play well on Nightcore and Hidden. This combination, getting number ones here and there, and of course, not saying that his hard rock is under par, but maybe he's not feeling confident with hard rock on this map, and so Masamoto Rise, being a more newer player, but still a very veteran player in the Chinese community, is going to come in to replace him.
Though it looks like Springlane has also left Hard XE. So that's two changes on the Chinese side.
And for your information, this OWC, we do not have limitations on how many numbers of players can be exchanged per map.
Jumping across quickly to the other match we are running right now as well, Taiwan versus Mexico. It looks like Taiwan's taking the first point. It's currently 1-0.
Very good start for Taiwan in this group stage. Actually, they already played 2 matches, so this is the 3rd one, and they're already guaranteed to go out as into the round of 16. But the question is, can they come out top? And this match with Mexico will decide that. And we're going into this hard rock pick.
So the big difficulty here, I'm going to assume, will be accuracy. Fair few players, especially with Score V2, have quite a bit of trouble with holding accuracy on hard rock.
Yes, and for that reason, hard rock score multiplier has been buffed from 1.06 to 1.10 in the Score V2 system. Yeah, very good player with consistent accuracy like Miroha and Acer, like I mentioned. Acer still holding double S. Oh, of course, I keep breaking there, but Kyle is still holding double S. Actually, keep breaking there as well.
And then
What the heck?
OWC also broke his double S.
What's with me right now? I should just stop commentating. Sorry, players.
Though for the most part, high accuracy all round.
Indeed. This is it shows that both teams have prepared and they're ready to showcase they've got it this time.
First quarter of the song over, still every player holding their combo, which is keeping the score very, very close.
And as we've mentioned, accuracy is the key for this map, and consistency is the one that speaks it. Now the scoreboard's being displayed to the players, and let's see how will that affect their mentality.
GGBY though, holding excellent accuracy though, still well over 99% though, much higher than the other players, which is really helping his team. But it looks like Canada has, China back in the lead. It's neck and neck.
This score is flickering. This is very close. If anyone drops right now, it could be fatal to his team. Now Canada inching forward thanks to a generally higher accuracy. Let's see if they can keep that.
Yeah, it looks like Matsumoto just hit a full stream of 50s, which
that's not
dropped
good.
his accuracy completely, which is taking Canada right into the lead.
And if you look at his cursor, he's actually shaking a little bit. Maybe he was frightened up by that little choke on the accuracy there, which is going to give Canada a huge leeway. Now the score is growing by just exponentially thanks to consistent accuracy across the board.
We're still, all 8 players are still holding their combo.
So we're going to see a 4-way full combo then. I'm sorry, 8-way full combo. And yeah, that's going to be what's going to happen.
A very clean win by Canada there though, all holding really good accuracy.
Indeed, every single player over exceeding the 1 million mark and making this a convincing win, definitely, by 200,000 almost.
Unfortunately,
Matsumoto is, of course, just like devastated by the fact that he got those 650s.
that really did hurt their team. Although it looks like for the most part, China had a slightly lower accuracy than Canada, which sent Canada right in front.
Acer is benched. Oh come on, Miru! That's not enough to bench Acer.
Well, he did beat Miru's score by just over 100.
Yeah,
very close between the two.
And also, this is exactly what you expect from a team like Canada. They've prepared well. They've gotten what it takes to prepare themselves and to excel in this match. And I would say if they keep this up, there's a very good chance of actually winning against China. So, Team Canada, do not let off your guard. Keep on going. And China, showcase your skills now. You've got nowhere to hide. And if Canada pushes you any further, you'll be down for the call.
It should be China's pick now, yes. So we'll see if they have something to counter that pick by Canada.
Right, and Canada showcasing that they've got pretty good hard rock bases, so maybe China wants to step away from the other hard rock pick. Actually, I forgot if it's even banned or not. Or which drop? Blooming Crescent, if I know, so the other pick is still alive.
Yes.
And for your information, the other hard rock pick is Utopia.
Although in saying that, Canada cannot pick that other hard rock pick, I believe.
No, there's no rule regarding that. You can pick two.
Oh, there's no rule this year. Okay.
No rule. And China picking Kotonoha Clinic. I'm just like a little bit tripped up by the zin spam from Miroha.
The hidden pick. This has been a very, very frequent pick during the tournament, which is unusual. Hidden seems to, most of the time at least, be ignored.
Hidden is very much in the playfield of both these two teams. Acer is a pretty good Hidden player also. Ignite having full comboed what's the map called? Lost Love last year in the match against Taiwan, giving Canada the vital point required to go into the tiebreaker. And also Canada Scott Middleton, which is a very good Hidden Hard Rock player, and he is able to do this map fairly comfortable, I'd say. And no update from Deadbeat. Kotonoha Clinic, this map is tied with Altail as the most picked. And Crystal still come in, the captain of Team China, also the Catch the Beat player. He is China's backbone for low-level Hidden, I think.
I've actually had a fair few swap outs this time around.
Yeah. And Matsumoto saying just waiting on Rustbell. Oh, there he is.
So it looks like we've got all 8 players there again, all ready to start the 3rd song. China's picked, so you'd expect them to have the slight edge over Canada on this map.
And of course, Rustbell coming in may change up the game quite a bit. He is known to be a very good player when it comes to tricky readings and handling very complex patterns. This map is AR 8.8, not really that low of an AR, but still can be tricky in points and very easy for you to trip up. Chad, of course, showing support for Rustbell.
Of course, a very well-loved player. Looks like the Taiwan and Mexico game is actually tied up 1-1 now. Looks like that might be a close match as well.
Interesting. I think that's also a top versus high-seeded game. Am I not correct?
I believe so. Not too certain on the seeds this year.
Yeah, the seeding is completely off, if I were to say myself. When you see Hong Kong in a low-seeded, that's you know, some things interestingly going on.
Hong Kong is, yeah, it's a very good team, I must say.
And yes, Taiwan and Mexico are top and high-seeded.
Looks like Miru has just written with smoke, no skip. Must want to hear the whole song.
Yep, we have a lot of Sana fans in those. Sana being the artist, the singer for the song. Very cute voice. Actually, it brings me to this question. Fox, what is your favorite artist you got to know thanks to us?
Honestly, that's an extremely tough one. There's far too many exceptional artists that...
Well, just name one, I'd say. When I give you the question, who do you think of immediately?
Or even that's too tough, I must say. I'll come back to you on it, perhaps.
Okay, alright. So in the match, on the hand right now, every single player holding incredibly strong. A couple of slider ends missing, but aside from that, fairly across the board high accuracy. Deesan holding double S still. That's a miss from Middleton, I think.
Yeah, although Deesan and Rustbell both holding high accuracy on the China team. Crystal dropping back a bit in accuracy, but not enough to...
I think Matsumoto Ruiz is holding a 97% accuracy. His name is kind of eclipsing over a little bit. But thanks to the drop from Middleton earlier, China's going to take the lead for now. But of course, as you can see...
a drop by Deesan.
Yeah, so this map is still fairly close. So there's a chance for Team Canada to climb back up and possibly take this point over. But still, the map is only halfway done, and anything can still happen. Of course, we're relying on the players like Azer and Rustbell to really showcase that they've got this as a carry. Their team certainly needs them, and the score's flickering. Oh, going over to Canada.
Oh, looks like Canada will take the lead for now, though that can still definitely change. Even with just a couple of accuracy chokes or even a couple of misses.
This map is not very fast. Actually, it's been used as a double time pick actually for a couple of tournaments. But the fact that it's such a slow map and the patterns can be used to its fullest complexity, this can be very tricky for some players to adjust to.
Especially if you're used to hidden.
Exactly, and especially if you're used to high level high speed DT play, DTHD.
Well, it looks like the lead by Canada is just growing.
Absolutely.
Ahead by
And
more
yeah,
than
what did-
100,000.
Oh, and there's a miss from Kyphin.
Oh, that really got them.
Picked up on the fingering on that stream just now. And just
Oh,
at the
this-
point where they can take this back, possibly. Oh, and
So
China
this is
going
going to
to
end very closely. Oh, looks like China have taken the lead though.
very close, very close. And another miss from Muhong right at the end. Scoreboard's displayed. They know the damage has been done. Kaiven's probably knocking his head into his monitor right now, just regretting over that little miss. That was completely accidental, I would say. And China finishing with 3 full combos to 2, making this 2-1. Still, only 32,000 points of difference. That is absolutely amazing for both teams.
Yeah, this really does look like it's going to be a very close match.
Indeed, this is exactly the kind you expect on this level also. Rust Bell coming in definitely saved China a lot of energy here, because had it not been him, I would think this would have ended up very differently. Moto saying, I was playing halfway and realized, oh shit, I did not turn off my my F10.
Ooh.
Crystal saying, I just woke up, I am not the kind of person to play this, so. And Matsumoto was like, I was wondering how the heck did I end up with that choke last round, where I almost failed entirely on the jumps, and then I realized, oh crap.
Looks like we've had Ignite has left for Vinxus.
And this is a Canadian pick, Outtail. This is one that Canada has shown to do extremely consistent on the last match and also in previous practice sessions. So it's a chance for Canada to bring this back against China, who they may expect to choke up on lower difficulty, considering they don't really have a higher accuracy across the board. But Canada does have an accuracy advantage in that matter. So it's interesting to see how they're going to perform.
So Outtail, this is actually the most picked map in the whole map pool so far. A fairly streamy map, if I recall.
Yes, we're very streamy, 160 BPM, slow streams, but very deadly if you are not used to just stream on slow difficulty. However, if you are comfortable with it and can get good accuracy, you are a consistent pick. And aside from the streams, there's only one little pattern near the last quarter point, whereas there's 4 single notes stacked up to the to one slider, which you can easily misread. And Fox, would you say that Canada picking this map is a smart choice? Because honestly, I cannot look at this map from a top player's level of point, considering my low skill level.
Well, I'd say it's tough to say if it's a smart pick. I think it's going to be a very even pick. I reckon this match could go either way.
Yeah.
Either team could win this song.
And Crystal here saying, I haven't played any streams since I came online today. I feel a little bit weak with that, so he's gonna get replaced by GGBY.
No surprise, streams are definitely something that needs a bit of a warm-up.
Pen, you are capitalizing on MP. It's triggering me! And of course, that's an MP command, and for those who do not know, it basically starts the match in 5 seconds. So yeah, here we go into this Canadian pick, Outtail, Nomad.
Canada definitely need to try to win this one, or else they'll be in a bit of a tight situation.
Absolutely, Canada has got to win this pick, otherwise it's going to lean towards China's favor, and they have to really rely on a tiebreaker comeback.
So a fairly slow start, but 3 players on the Canadian side holding SS still, which can be pretty difficult on slower sections of maps.
Yeah, and meanwhile, SS have completely gone on the Chinese side, so it's a chance for Canada to pull ahead with the earlier advantage.
It's definitely shown. While there's only a small lead, Canada is holding the accuracy advantage, so they could definitely lead further ahead at this point.
And seems like in the chat, a couple of players just found out that I'm commentating. So hi there, once again, I'm Evrian, and I'm commentating with Fox here from Australia.
Hello.
And oh, here we go into the streams. Let's see if the players can hold their accuracy.
Surprisingly, Aza's still holding an SS with Miru and Vinxis both very close by.
Indeed, this is looking very good for Canada right now.
Disan and GGBY though holding also extremely high accuracy on the Chinese side.
Oh, and there's a stream section. Lead is about 40,000 right now. So it's not yet set in stone, but very good for Canada. If they can keep this up, which I think they will, they can take this point.
Even just one small mistake or a miss,
Yeah,
that hurt either team.
and look at how much Matsumoto is shaking on his cursor. He's a hovering type of player also, and this really can affect your performance if you're shaking.
Especially if you're not too used to tournaments, you can get quite nervous. You can definitely see it in his movement.
Exactly, but I don't think this is a roster that's going to be shaking because of tournament nerves. They've been playing a lot of tournaments since 2 years ago. I've seen this roster in many community and officially ran tournaments. And actually, as we approach the end, it seems like the early advantage is going to pay off for Canada. With Azer, Vinxis, and Kaifeng holding, actually just Azer now, I was going to say 9+, but that incredible high accuracy, they're going to net themselves this accuracy win, once again, an 8-way full combo.
A very close match and a huge lead by Canada. Well, not a huge lead, but accuracy-wise, exceptional plays. Azer only
Indeed.
with a single 100.
That is absolutely amazing, even for low star rating maps. I mean, like, if you ask me, I cannot even do 99+ on some 4-star maps, which is embarrassing to say, really.
Yeah, but that's
yeah,
absolutely insane. Azer with 1, followed by Rustbell with 8. That's the sort of difference there is. It's a huge amount.
It just shows that consistency really matters on this kind of map, and Azer outperforming Rustbell by a whole 30,000 points. And that 30,000 is what matters, because the lead is very small, actually, if you want to put it that way. It's only about 60,000, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, 65,000 or so.
Yeah, so there you go.
That ties it up 2-2, and back to China's pick, so still a very close match.
Azer being a strong advocate for Score V2, now complaining about the Score V2 slider. What is this, Azer? Come on! OWC, right? OWC.
And it looks similarly in the Taiwan and Mexico match. Also a very close match. Taiwan with 2, Mexico with 1, into their 4th song, and they're also playing L-Tail.
Indeed, wow. Maybe they're just looking at China and going like, maybe we should pick that as well.
So Canada's pick.
And speaking of Taiwan, actually, Canada was the team that eliminated Team Taiwan from the OWC last year. So if they manage to beat China, I wonder what will they say about them and these Chinese teams. I'm getting flamed for bad memes. I'm sorry, guys. Yep, and Tiebreaker Hab is very much alive and real right now, because right now it's China's pick. If they do not pick the right map, it can very much well go into Canada's favor, and they have to rely on their the skin of their teeth to really clench every single win they can get. Oh, it's Yurufura.
Yeah, Yurufura Jukai Go. This map has actually been banned a fair few times already. 8 times. Not so many picks, because it's quite a difficult map to play for a lot of players. It's got very straight movement, I suppose.
Yeah, very like linear movements is what Doomsday called it. It's very interestingly placed because it's also a map from 2012, and the patterns may be hard to get used to for new players who are so used to back and forth jumps for the PP.
Yeah, it's a very different sort of mapping style. So with some of the players China have, especially sort of more veteran players, could definitely be an advantage to them.
Rustbell just realizing that Jukai means Jukai girl, and he was like, oh my god.
So it looks like, we've had our mirror fogging jump out for Kyle once more. And looks like that should be all the swaps I believe we're going to do this time around. Yep, and it looks like we're starting the 5th song of this match.
Right, and right now, so far, you're seeing across the board very consistent plays from all the players, and it may very well come down to an accuracy battle again. But then again, you have Dsun, Rustbell, and GGBY, who are known to be veteran players, and they've come from an old era where this kind of mapping is the meta, so they're going to be able to do fairly well, if you ask me. Meanwhile, on the other side, players like Vinxis, Kaifin, Kyle, certainly on the newer edge. Azer also, because he came in later than me, actually. Yeah. Came into O's later than me, but still he is like margins, like leagues ahead from me.
Although, in saying that, Matsumoto with the first combo break of the map, which definitely doesn't put China in a good position. They
and
definitely drop that.
Yeah, she's gonna drop the lead back to Canada in like right about now.
Yes, looks like it.
But then again, it's only the very beginning, so we're not even close to where the map begins to become unbearably hard, even though it's only 4.94 star difficulty. So just sit back and relax and watch the players choke. Oh my god.
Another miss.
So evil.
Another miss by Matsumoto. That's definitely going to hurt China.
Yeah. He seems to be struggling a little bit on these kind of old style maps.
Although all 7 other players are still all holding combo, keeping it very close. Oh, but Azer dropping as well. That's not good for the Canadian team.
Actually, on the topic of accuracy, it seems like we have actually a fairly low accuracy from Azer this time. I'm not sure what happened, but that accuracy advantage from Canada is gone now. So chance for China to make a comeback with the accuracy here. And they're doing exactly that. The score is shrinking very quickly thanks to the accuracy.
Yeah, it looks like China should... Yep, China's just taking over now. Oh, yep, there we go.
And meanwhile, Kaifin Vinx is still holding on for his teams. Kyle and Kaifin. Very consistent with accuracy there. Another drop from Matsumoto and GGBY. I mean, Vinxis as well. Oh no, that means...
And Dsun.
Oh, this is Canada's chance to defend the lead.
This is getting to the harder parts of the map.
So it's all up to Rustbell to hold the map now.
Oh, but Kaifin dropping as well.
Not gonna look good for Canada. So Kyle, please hold on for Canada, for your teammates. They're gonna need it. Azer, they're recovering.
Kyle's gone as well.
Oh my god, you can't be serious. Oh.
And another drop by Azer and Matsumoto.
Oh, I feel so bad. And the scoreboard is showing. They must feel the tension right now. That is not gonna look good.
Rustbell is the only one holding combo, so it's all on his back to hold on for Team China. Oh, and it takes Team China into the lead by a small amount.
Yeah, so there you go. You can see how challenging this kind of style is to new players. Even though these players are fairly old on the books, but I guess they're influenced by new age mapping.
And at this rate, it looks like it'll be just about impossible for Canada to bring it back. Although Rustbell did drop as well.
Yeah, but I mean the lead is already there, and they've got good accuracy to back it up, so I guess that won't even matter.
Yep,
and Kaifin, of course, dropping ready at the end.
A large win there by China, bringing the score up to 3-2. No full combos that time around, though, which is unfortunate, although there was a slider break by Kyle.
Kyle just breaking one slider, that is very unfortunate. Dsun asking, is this going to be a TB? I smell TB.
It really does look like it might be.
Yeah, so if Canada can get this next point, which may very well happen. They've shown to be very good with their own picks right now, and the question is, can they pick the right map to save themselves, and or is it going to be China's chance to bring us all the way back home to 42? Because I think on the topic of a tiebreaker, China may not actually have any sort of advantage with compared to this Canadian team, who's known to do extremely well on this kind of RLC mapping.
Yeah, the tiebreaker is quite a bit harder than I'd say the rest of the map pool, and a very long map.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, and it looks like for the Taiwan versus Mexico match, it's 2-2 there as well. So it looks like they're gonna have a close game as well.
Yeah, not sure what's happening, but definitely this OWC is seeing a lot of upsets, and wondering what we see one today, or maybe even two. So of course, for players in the chat, chance for you to show your support. If you support China to win, go voice it. Say let's go Dsun, let's go Rustbell. If you want Canada to win, say Officer and go Mirohong or go Trick. Trick Mirror is coming to sub in for. Oh, they're gonna pick Golden Slaughter.
Oh, a DT pick.
Yeah,
Quite
I see
an
Canada.
interesting map.
Yeah, very interesting because Canada looks like a team that's gonna be doing very well on this map because just because it's not the hardest double time out there, and also it's a lot of streams. Not really the highest. Sorry, not really the highest BPM out there, and a lot of streams. So chance for Canada to showcase their consistency.
There are a few tricky parts in this map, especially a couple of, I believe, 2 sections. It's only 4 note streams, but they are mapped in 1/6, which essentially make them about 300 BPM quads, which can be pretty hard to hit accurately.
And coming in, we have D-Sun. Sorry, we have Tokichi, who's known to be a double time player.
Very good DT player, so
Yeah.
no surprise there.
And this kind of streams very much in the play field for all the players on the field right now. And especially, I'm kind of surprised that they're not really putting in sorry, Kyle. Well, I know Kyle can do pretty well on these kind of just like spam stream maps.
I feel like this could have been, though, a bit of a risky pick. Players such as Rustbell and D-Sun are quite good at these.
Yeah, but I'm looking
slightly
at this Canadian roster and
different
thinking that if they are confident enough to pick this, they've certainly got something up their sleeves. And just looking at Trick Mirror and Mirror Hong, very good players, well-rounded, so they're going to try to show something here, definitely. No snipe?
No skip.
Skip, no skip,
Doesn't,
okay.
doesn't want to skip the introduction to the song.
Ah, wow, Meiruk, you're the troll. The moment when you're the only player to not skip the intro and you force everyone else to wait. Alright, to start off, kind of taking a very early advantage, but this map is fairly long. It's actually the entire song is 8 minutes in the original soundtrack, but this mapped only halfway. Well, it actually doesn't really matter if you map it halfway or full way because the full version is just like a repeat of the first half. So there is a lot of interesting patterns here to be observed.
So surprisingly, early on, all players still holding combo. Although once we do get to the streamy parts of the song, I'm sure accuracies will change and it will definitely show which team is the more consistent streaming side.
I mean, a pick right now, you can really showcase that you've got nerves. Corella is holding double S there. Wow, very impressive.
Ooh, that is wonderful. With a very small lead by Canada.
Yeah,
Can
they're showing
definitely
that.
change at any moment.
Yeah, oh, the score is flickering now.
And it has changed.
The question is, who is the golden slaughter in this case? Will it be Canada or will it be China slaughtering back? In the original game, this is a part in the story where you found 6 dead bodies in a warehouse. And you can just tell how grim this can sound to certain players just by the atmosphere it creates. It really brings up the atmosphere and the mood. Oh, and the drop from D-Sun.
Ooh, that could really hurt the Chinese team.
And kind of looking at that, probably just grinning on their faces, thinking we got this. That's real.
Canada ahead by 1,000 points at that break, so still very close.
Yeah, very close indeed. But that break from D-Sun is going to be very, very lethal if Canada doesn't break in the next 30 seconds. And GGBY breaks. It's going to be Canada's point.
All of Canada hit that difficult part right there, which is going to almost guarantee them the point here.
Oh yeah, and that's a tiebreaker. I'm spelling a tiebreaker, everyone. I'm implying that nobody fails on Canada's side. That's going to be Canada's point.
Yep, right
and
at the end of the match.
A four-way FC
FC.
from Canada.
That is
very convincing.
Very, very easy win there by Canada, bringing the score to 3-3, which means we will be going to the tiebreaker, Playing with Fire, the Sota Fujimori remix.
Yes, indeed, and I think they got exactly the right roster to play it. Azer is going to come in as we're expecting. Kaifun, of course, as well. Miruhon staying in. I think. Kyle's going to come in also. Interesting. I thought Trick Mirror would be playing this because this is the kind of map that I know he will be kind of very comfortable with. D-Sun, 1 miss. D-Sun saying, I don't want to play anymore. Time for me to quit. Yeah,
the
tiebreaker
especially can put a lot of pressure on a team, especially since for the most part they're longer songs.
But I mean, sorry.
Oh, over 2,000 combo. It's a very long map, so teams really need to stay focused for the entire time.
Kind of saying Desanta, like Desant just gave them the present of the point. Very fitting and also kind of a harsh nickname for Desant at the moment. And Matsumoto advocating for Crystal to come in. China is probably not expecting to go this deep into the waters. They're probably thinking like a 4-1, 4-2, but not a 3-3 situation. And this is going to be equally nerve-wracking for both teams, I'd say. Because Canada can now potentially come out on top of the groups, while China already possibly observing a loss this early into the OWC. And yeah, very exciting, very exciting.
So while we wait for this match to get underway, it should be very soon, or this song rather, Mexico versus Taiwan match. Taiwan have actually fallen back now. It's 3-2 Mexico's way as they move into their 6th song as well.
Yeah, and meanwhile China really isn't showing any bit of being any bit better. They are in kind of tight spot as well. I mean, upsets are cool, but not for the top seeding teams, where they are expected to come on top, and that's the reason why they try to pull out the roster like that.
Looks like there's a lot of discussion going into which players will be in for this map.
Azer in the chat, obviously showing pretty optimistic about their performance. He's definitely looking very energetic about it as well. Let's get this party started. Exactly. Let's get this party started. Oh, and look at that. Would you say we're seeing something very cool right now? Because Miruhan and Azer on hidden, on tiebreaker.
Ooh, that is a very big risk.
That is a very big risk. But I mean, both these players are very good with hidden, so they are going to really show something interesting if they can pull a hidden full combo. I mean, the last time we've seen this modded FC in OWC World Cup was from the OWC World Cup 2014, where Tom94 was playing for the German team, and he did exactly that.
Oh, looks like there's a message for you by Rustbell.
Yeah, Rustbell, they say to me, jinx the Canadian players, I'm depending on you. We'll see about that. I actually hope that I would remain completely neutral this time, because I don't want to jinx anyone. And of course, if Miruhan and Azer can pull FCs, please do. I'd love to see that.
Although this is a very difficult map. A lot of,
very long as well.
Long and strange movement throughout the whole map, so this could definitely go either way as well. Although an early miss by Tokichi, and Disan right at the start of the map, I missed that one.
Yeah, but it's only like 10 combos in, and
that's true.
So it's still very early to say, but the early lead, you're right, definitely in favor of Canada. And Canada is shown to be a team that if it keeps the early lead, they will keep the lead for the entire way. And that's exactly the kind of team you want in a tournament.
Oh, a miss by Rustbell and Kaifin.
Oh, that's
and
not good.
Kyle. Whoa. So now it's for the Canada side, the two players, Miruhong and Azer, both with hidden. Also the ones holding combos.
Interesting, very interesting. When the multiplayer is really doing better.
Yeah.
But this is a very risky bet. For that 6% score boost, are you willing to go that 1 mile ahead? I mean, if it goes down like this, I say Canada has a chance to just make this. Actually, no, because right now, Rustbell and Crystal are still carrying. Sorry, Rustbell and Tokichi are recovering. Alright, but all eyes on Miruhan and Azer right now. I mean, this is a chance for them to really make a mark in the history of OWC.
Oh, Tokichi with another miss. That's really going to hurt China.
Oh, and a break from Rustbell and Kaifin also.
It really does look like it's all on Miruhong and Azer to hold their hidden combos. And they seem to be doing quite a good job at it.
Yep, they're the hidden gems of Canada after all. And we're approaching the halfway point. Oh, but oh my god!
Oh, that really hurts.
That was not even, that was just completely accidental. He read that correctly, but he just did not really move his cursor there. Like that was like just a misaim, not even misread. But Azer is still holding strong. I have full faith in him. Don't worry about it.
It looks like it might fall back to China's advantage at this point, though, with Crystal holding full combo and D-Sun just a little bit off full combo.
But pretty much that. And Rust Bell there recovering alongside Tokichi. Although not quite there yet, but Azer looking incredibly strong. Mirohan showing that it's just a fluke and he's going to come back. There's still a good chance.
Oh,
But the lead is surely shrinking.
Yep. Oh, and it looks like China is ahead now. And that lead should continue to grow as long as Crystal and D-Sun hold their combos.
Exactly. It really depends on these players and how they can handle these slow streams and their just finger controls. And mind you, again, that Crystal is a catch the deep player. So this is probably to him like, why are these stuff falling down? Like, why are these things staying on the screen? Why are they just remaining where they are? And of course, as I was saying, like, although the lead is now in favor of China, it's not as much. Canada's just a chance to bring this back, and they can because any more distance from China. But the question is, can they hold the consistency to the end? Consistency is their game, and so far it's true. The question is, can they hold it?
It does look like we're getting into the last quarter of the song, so holding combo at this point is going to be really important for both teams.
Accuracy is now more important because this is where the accuracy starts to spike and give you that extra boost near the end, where we see the little skyrocket.
You mind if I quickly interrupt for a second?
Oh, sure, go ahead, Debbie.
Hello.
Taiwan versus Mexico is also a tiebreaker.
Oh, nice! So we're gonna tune in if we finish before the... Wow, we get two tiebreakers happening at the same time. This is incredibly intense, but it seems like Canada is a little bit too far behind. Azer still holding a full combo, and that's absolutely amazing. But with Crystal and D-Sun holding a 1900 plus, it's making them... Yeah, it's a little bit too far off behind. I think this may just go to China.
It definitely looks like it, unless there is some terrible mistakes on the Chinese side.
Some terrible mistakes, but they came back. Kaifin, they're breaking again, not looking good, and yeah.
Yeah, the whole Chinese side holding exceptional combo at this point. All well over 1,000 at the very least.
Yeah, there are players like Rust Bell who did live up to his one miss mark, but he able to come back. And also still shout out to Azer and Mirohan for managing a pretty good performance on the Hidden. Azer especially a full combo on Hidden.
Yeah.
That is going to update the record, although not really in a sense of a difficulty, but still the newest modded FC on a tiebreaker.
Always a risky pick.
Always risky.
It looks like it didn't quite carry their team to victory. A bit of a shame.
Yeah, absolutely. But still, very amazing performance from these players. I mean, Crystal and Azer, they did amazing for their teams.